And welcome back to Seconds Out. My name is Eamon Khan, joined by Michael Hunter. Now, Michael, I'd like to be talking about positive things in boxing, but right now we have to talk about the bad stuff in boxing. Get your reaction to Dillian Whyte testing positive for having performance-enhancing substances in his system heading into the Joshua fight next weekend. What's your thoughts? What's your reaction to it?
Well, I mean, obviously, I don't really know the total situation. Um, you know, we always have to give innocent till proven guilty. I didn't really, hear everything, but it's just like third offense. You know what I'm saying? I think it's bad. It's not a good look. But you know, it's boxing. What can we do? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, look, when the news kind of happens, you often get fighters given the benefit of a doubt of a situation and give them the opportunity to kind of put their evidence through. But because this is the third time, do you feel boxing fans and boxers won't give Dillian that opportunity?
I'm not sure exactly. I mean, the fans, fans are forgivable. I mean, fans, you know, they're back and forth. So, the people in the community, I think that's going to look bad on that part. But he has good backing. You know what I'm saying? So who knows what's going to happen? He has a good team behind him. Strong team behind him. So, that's where the power lies. You know what I'm saying? Last time he was able to continue fighting. With being caught under the circumstances, and he was still able to fight. So we don't know exactly what's going to happen. He still might fight. You know what I'm saying? So who knows?
Should they fight?
Was that?
Should they fight?
Should they fight? I mean, it's not for me to say. I think that it was a good fight in general for AJ. Just to get his feet wet and kind of get some of that look. But actually, I think they could have picked a better opponent from the jump. You know what I'm saying? I think they needed to pick like another American type of style fighter or somebody that wasn't English. You know what I'm saying? To give him a different look. He's already kind of been in the ring with Dillian, and he's kind of he's not a multi-dimensional type of fighter anyway. So I think that they could have picked a better opponent, and also obviously, this has happened, so they should have been able to guarantee the situation would have gone like this a little bit more.
Let me put it to you this way, Michael. If in the future you get offered a fight with a fighter with a checkered past, so in general, we're not talking names here, but in general, would you take that fight with that person who has a checkered past in terms of being clean or not?
I think every situation is different. Every battle is different. You know what I'm saying? You only you're supposed to enter battle only when the war is won. So it just depends on the situation and you know what I'm saying, and where you're at. So possibly.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's fair enough. Now that leaves an opportunity for a fighter to take the place against Anthony Joshua. I'm going to put it to you first in these terms because you were part of the camp. But would you, if it was offered, step in to save the day, as it were?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that now, like I said, we've had our own little relationship and been working with each other for a month. I think that it would actually be good for boxing. I think nobody really loses in that situation. I think it just, I think I would be a good name for the situation, and I would do it. We've been in the ring. I think that he's I rate him, so he would be somebody that I would be interested to see to get in the ring and fight. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I doubt it's gonna happen or anything like that. But I like I hope that they do save the show because he's been working really hard. He's been training really hard. He's been really focused. The camp has been tight. He was sparring, he was doing 12 early, you know what I'm saying? So he's in good shape right now. You know what I'm saying? He's peaked, and it really does suck when a fighter has to peak and then you don't really get to experience that. And I know one thing is, they've been working on a lot of new stuff and a lot of different fundamentals that he felt like he was lacking or whatever. They've been working a lot of new stuff in camp, and trying to improve on the stuff that he's already does good. So I think that this is going to be a good measuring stick to see how that played out, his camp and stuff like that. So I think it would be sucky for the fight not to happen.
I'm hearing whispers online of the idea that Dereck Chisora, who was scheduled to fight on the undercard against Gerald Washington, might be promoted up to the main event to take on Anthony Joshua. Is that a fight you want to see?
Not a fight I would want to see. I think it's on the business note. I think that they would be. That sounds about right. Chisora was looking for a fight in Gerald Washington, and but that was probably to get a big money payday. But now he doesn't have to do that. He can just go straight to Joshua, and they've never fought before, right?
No.
So it's two English people. For the fans, that's a fan. I think the fans will want it. Especially in the short notice of the fight pulling out. I think that would be a good fit.
When you say you don't want to see it, why is it? Because a lot of boxing fans will say, because we've seen Dereck take a lot of punishment, we don't want to see more from Dereck.
Yeah, that as well is it's just not a competitive fight. He doesn't really get to gauge what he learned and what he's accomplished over the last few months being with his new trainer and the stuff that he's been working on, their new strategies and all that. It doesn't really give him a real good gauge. It would just be more for the fans, for the English people and for the and for business, what I'm saying, just for the money. But that's the route that the industry has taken anyway. So that seems logical to make that move. But as far as competitive, nobody wants to really see that, I don't think.
What did you think of the original Chisora versus Washington matchup?
It's different. I think Chisora is a workhorse. He's going to bring it. So we don't know. Gerald Washington is the one that we see different ones of. We always see the same Chisora. So I think that it depends on Gerald Washington in this fight. Gerald Washington, he looks good sometimes and sometimes not so good, but he's there. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully he well, I don't know if that fight's gonna happen, but I like Gerald. So hopefully he steps up and he just stays focused. I think if he stays focused, then you should see the best Gerald Washington.
The other potential avenue is that Gerald Washington gets promoted up to the main event against Anthony Joshua. Is that something you'd want to see?
Nah, that's not. Nah, I don't think. It's an American. It's an American. I personally wouldn't want to see it, but I wouldn't. I didn't want to see the Dillian Whyte fight either. So, but just to see like AJ to be able to perform. So I guess that would be a good fight to see AJ. He would get maybe a good gauge. Somebody height. That actually has some boxing. So that would actually, I think I'm thinking about more of the development of AJ at that point in his career and where you want to take your fighter. You know what I'm saying, as a fighter. You know what I'm saying. So, so I think that might be a good move.
Michael, let's say you get the call to take on Anthony Joshua, and you then kind of have the decision there. What's the process to get yourself ready, and how ready would you be?
I'm already ready. I don't gotta get ready. I've been ready, since I started this thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm just waiting for the call. I think it would be, I would be honored. It would be a privilege to do that, to step in the ring with him. But yeah, I'm ready, man. I've never not been ready. You know what I'm saying? They called me for tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? We'll be in there. So
I'll leave the final word with you, Michael, in terms of kind of this whole situation. Never a bad look when something like this comes out, especially with Dillian having failed drugs tests in the past, once been banned. The second time he went through the process, but this third time now, not the best of looks right now for the sport.
Yeah, it's not a good look. You know, we've had a lot of different little situations like this in the past, recently, and you know, hopefully it just gets resolved. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, shout out to Martin Bacoli. I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you.
Let's go with that as the final word. You got a message from Martin?
Yeah, they said I denied the fight, but you know, just be careful what you wish for. You know what I'm saying? That's all I got to say.
Is it any closer?
I don't know. We'll find out. You know, we'll find out. Like my dad used to tell me, don't ever rush your ass whooping. So we'll find out.
Hoping that fight comes off for you very soon, Michael. Real pleasure. Thank you for jumping on short notice as well. Hopefully seeing you in the ring soon.
Likewise. Well,